Welcome to another video of 506 Garage. As you guys know, if you watch the channel, I got a white X3 Turbo Wire, 2019, 64-inch wide. I've added some goodies. I'll do a walk around maybe next week. But anyways, I bought it. It was the last one they had in stock before this whole pandemic hit. So I picked it up while I could. The only issue, it's white. And I don't like white. Too plain. So anyways, gonna have some changes. I bought something to make it pop a little bit, make it stand out. So I got the first piece installed, my wrap. So stay tuned. I'm gonna start putting it on piece by piece. I got it laid out here. It's a nice pre-cut. A guy in BC designed it. We'll put it together, and as we're going, I'll give you some tips and tricks and kind of see how it pieces together, and I'll give you a little review on how difficult it was to install, if I like it, and we'll do a ride, see what kind of quality it is too. From feeling it, it's very thick. It's not like a regular car wrap, like this carbon fiber stuff I put on the interior of the G8. Quite thick. It's fairly easy to stick on and maneuver. Like I said, I just installed a piece on the hood. Didn't take too long. I'm by no means a professional. Yeah, so we'll start picking away at it and see how far we get. Stay tuned. Okay guys, as you can see, I'm not going to video the whole process. Give you a couple little pointers. It's pretty easy to install once you get the hang of it. Send you a nice little map of kind of all the puzzle pieces, one would say. So it's labeled front, so obviously the front, and it comes in a map similar like this, all stuck out. So at first it was a little difficult. I wasn't really sure because I have wrapped, not professionally by any means, I have wrapped a few things like interior pieces of cars, mirrors, stuff like that. So it's very different than car wrap. You're not wrapping it around and tucking it into corners and pulling on it and all that kind of stuff. So it's actually all cut to kind of fit. It does leave, there's a little bit like on your edges and stuff. But once it's all done and all the pieces are on, you're not really going to notice, unless you get real close, all the little areas like this. So it's meant to fit, easy install. Some of the things you kind of need. So I just got alcohol in this spray bottle, a couple rags. Any place I've taken stickers off, like here, had a sticker from the factory, some Gooby Gone, and then wipe it down really well with the rag to get the Gooby Gone off, scrape it a little bit, and then take your alcohol, wipe it down really good with alcohol. You want to get all the contaminants off the plastics before you go about sticking it on. If you do get it in the wrong spot and it's off a little bit, it's very thick. You can pick it up, pull it, set it back down, pick it up, pull it, like multiple times. Like there's some spots that I've done, probably pulled it off 5 times just to get it right. So as you can see, basically got the front half of the bike done. Definitely this side I think looks a lot better than that plain side on that side. So once I get around to the sides and stuff, I'll have to take my fender flares off, my rock rails. I'll peel this plastic off. Here, the door that I have has these bolts that stick out. So I'll just take that panel out, leave it off. And then busters on the back, and I'll work my way around the bike. But just to show you guys a quick update. I've never put a wrap on a side-by-side or skidoo or anything before. So like I said, it took a little bit to get the hang of it, but very easy to install. And keep you guys on updated as I go. Maybe I'll do a little clip of putting a side panel on or something in a bit. Okay, so I got the windshield with the wiper. So I had to trim this piece originally, plastic wise. So the piece that comes in the kit obviously fits the OEM piece. It doesn't fit mine so well. So what I've done is just stick it back on the paper, and then put this rubberized piece underneath of it. So I can just take a razor blade and trim it a bit and then try to fit it. As you can see, couple attempts there, the rubber underneath, so I don't cut into any of the other pieces. And fits pretty good. Not perfect. I could have, cleaned it up a little bit there, but you won't see it with the black in the background anyways. If anyone's looking that close to the bike, well, nah, they got something better to do. And it kind of looks pinkish when you go over this, but it's actually plum crazy purple, the purple on it. So but yeah, the front's pretty much done. Start working my way down the sides. I need to start removing stuff here now that I got the front clip done. Okay, so just a little comparison on the wrap itself. This is the stuff that's coming off the doors from Can-Am. Just thin wrap. This is actually what's going back on. You can see it's got some thickness to it. Like great quality, nice and thick. This stuff here is just almost thinner than what you'd see on your car for wrap. You can see it leaves your residue behind, but that's fine. We'll get the gooby gone and pull that off. So what I'm doing as I'm pulling this, just slowly kind of heating it. It's got a little bit of heat in it, but don't put too much heat in it, because if you do, this wrap will stretch really easily, kind of similar to your car wrap, and it'll just rip, and you'll be picking pieces the whole time. So yeah, just pull this off. Make sure you get that glue that's on the back of it all off of it as well before you go. Oh, see. So same thing, just pick another piece and pull that piece off. But you get this sticky glue off here with your gooby gone. Take this piece off too, and then we'll stick the new wrap on. Well, I got one side of the bike done, the front and the side. There's quite a bit to it. As you can see, I got everything kind of laid out. Goes on pretty easy for the most part. I did trim a few pieces just to kind of get it to fit a little better. Like my doors aren't OEM, they're off Amazon, so I'm sure that that's a little different. I had to cut around where my rock sliders go. That was pretty obvious. And there's a couple of pieces, like when I was fitting them together, like in around here, that I trimmed a little bit just to get it so it lined up better. The hardest part when you're trying to line it all up is to get your lines, depending on what kind of wrap you got, to flow to the next panel, and like the arms and all that kind of stuff. So it definitely takes some getting used to. Gonna tackle the other side now, and I'll do a final walk around when I'm finished. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only thing I'm not a big fan of on the wrap, and I might talk to him about, is just the center, like this outline, to get something that kind of cleans that up a little bit. The rest of the brakes don't really bother me, but that front one's, I'm not a big fan of it. Yeah, so this is the stock side, and then as you've seen, the freshly wrapped side. I haven't installed the rock rails or anything back on it, but definitely changed the look of the bike. I was getting sick of the white. So anyways, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna do a walk around and all the stuff I've added to the bike since I bought it. Sorry, I know you guys, some people don't like me calling it a bike. It's a side-by-side, a buggy, a cart. Who knows what they're called? It's an X3. Anyways, till next time, have a good day, guys.